All right, I'm going to show you a few catch basins. I'm going to show you a catch basin that I think costs homeowners thousands of dollars. I'm going to explain why. I'm also going to show you the very best drill bits to use. There's a really good drill bit on the market that drills catch basins, PVC, HDPE, polyethylene, polypropylene, styrene, all of it. It drills it so much better than a standard drill. I'm going to share that with you. You're going to want to save this video if you're a contractor. But let's get right to it. Let's talk about the catch basin that I think, in my opinion, in my professional opinion of a contractor for more than 35 years, this is my opinion, what can cost a homeowner thousands and thousands of dollars if they choose the wrong catch basin. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips on how to drain a catch basin, the right way to drain a catch basin after a rain so it doesn't hold water. And I'm going to give you the very best drill bits for doing that. But first, let's talk about this inline catch basin where you have a pipe going inside the catch basin and another pipe going outside the catch basin. And the idea is this is supposed to catch surface water and all the sediment. The reason why I think this $15 catch basin costs homeowners thousands, it's in my professional opinion, after being a contractor for over 35 years, that this little sump area for sediment isn't gonna get you far. You're gonna end up with clogged lines. There's just not enough sump area to collect sediment. So the sediment is gonna collect in the pipe. It's simple. You don't have very much area. When you don't have a lot of area, you're not gonna displace much sediment. Very small, not much in here for a sump. Once this fills full of sediment, now your pipe continues to fill with sediment until it's clogged. That is not much of a sump. And this is something that I have been aware of my whole career, and I'm just trying to draw awareness to it. Our options have been to go up to this big inline catch basin. And then it has some gaskets that are not user-friendly. You have to cut out one of these rings, pick a height. The higher you go, the more sump you got, but the higher you go, the more risers you're going to have to add. And then you're going to have to dig a giant hole, a big hole, with a pickaxe, more than likely, if you're working in clay. There's got to be a sensible solution, and there's got to be something in between. Finally, there's something in between that's sensible. It's only 5 inches wide, so it fits in a trench. It has a nice sump area, so it can collect a lot of sediment so that it doesn't build up in the lines. This is a beautiful sediment trap. It comes in 6-inch or it comes in 4-inch. It does accept a turf restrictor plate. You can see that our 4-inch grate is domed so that leaves and debris can't lay flat. Plug your drain. We also have a 6-inch grate that's domed just like this. You can put a 6-inch grate on the 6-inch. You can put the 4-inch on the 4-inch. You can put the turf restrictor on the 4-inch. This one's made to hook up the 3-inch pipe. Quick, easy connections. None of this ridiculous, I don't know what this is. It leaks like crazy. They say you got to just use a whole tube of silicone to make this connection and then patiently wait a couple days for that to dry because you don't want to move it or handle it. Anyways, quick connect, some plumbing tape, huge sediment trap. I couldn't be happier with this new inline sediment trap. Now, if you need to go deep, really deep, we have some HDPE risers that give you 1.5 inches of lift per riser. This way you can get to grade. Super easy, no tools are required. Here's another 1.5 inches on top of 1.5 inches. Now you got a 3-inch lift. Easy connection, quick hookups, couple fasteners, snap right in, click your pipe right on, little plumbing tape here, little plumbing tape here. That's it. It's beautiful. None of this ridiculous, sloppy, nasty. It's going to leak a ton. In my opinion, these are next to impossible to put together in a muddy trench and silicone on a 30-degree day in the north. I mean, that stuff's never going to dry. So, all my career, I have battled with this catch basin dilemma. And near as I can figure, the guys that develop this stuff are not the guys that put it in the ground. That is my opinion as a contractor of 35 years, that this stuff all has a place. This one has a place. This one, not anymore. Not so much anymore, because we have such a better option. We also have a 4-inch riser for the 4-inch. This takes the 3-inch or the 4-inch couplers. Quick connect, easy, monster sediment trap. Huge sediment trap. Because we connect on the outside and our pipe doesn't go inside, we increase the gap. The longer the gap, the more sediment you're going to collect. The water comes into the basin and sediment is falling and collecting. And clean water discharges. This prevents your lines from clogging. I'm going to tell you guys the perfect drill bit size, what to stay away from, the pitfalls of drilling a hole too big, and I'm going to tell you the best drill bit available on the market today. Well, if you made it this far, congratulations. I'm going to share with you what is the very best drill bit out there for drilling through everything that's drainage, whether it's HDPE, polyethylene, polypropylene, doesn't matter, styrene, ABS. All right, so you could buy these on Amazon currently. They're by far the best drill bit. I want to talk to you the best sizes to use and what to stay away from. One of the things guys do, including me in my younger years, we would drill too big of holes. And where this gets you into trouble is if you have a sand vein or a gravel vein where you put your inline catch basin, and now you're going to lose more water at the catch basin and nothing's going to make it to the pop-up. We used to think drilling a bigger hole would increase the surface area as far as what we were coming in contact with for clay when we were trying to drain a catch basin. You could only drill a hole so big, right? You could start going to a paddle bit, and now you're removing a large part of your basin bottom. There's negatives to this. If you catch a sand vein or a gravel vein, you will lose all the water at your inline catch basin, and nothing will make it to the discharge end, and that could be a problem. Put a bed of pea stone underneath your catch basin, drill smaller holes in your catch basin. Now it can leak into the bed of pea stone. The bed of pea stone comes in contact with a larger surface area of clay. If you build good habits and you don't drill too big of holes, it's going to save you some headaches if you're a drainage contractor. Now, these are the very best drill bits, without a doubt. They're going to drill all the different things that we use in the drainage industry. It's going to drill them like butter. It's got a 90-degree point, 0-degree rake. This is a really nice drill bit. Now, I recommend all these sizes. If you're in sand and you're in Florida, I mean, you need to go with something small. You know, I would say no bigger than 3/16. I mean, now here where we do have clay, we tend to drill a little bit bigger in case things get kind of clogged up, and it does with clay. I don't want to go any bigger than a 1/4 inch. We've already seen problems going up, believe it or not, we've seen problems going up to 5/16 of an inch, where we'd catch a vein of gravel and the homeowner is complaining that the water is not making it to the discharge end. We're losing all the water in the catch basin because we had too big of holes drilled. Pretty crazy, pretty amazing. So just learn from my years of experience. Guys, less is more in so many cases. You basically want this catch basin to move all the water during a rain. When the rain is over, what's ever left sitting in this catch basin, you want it to slowly drain into the subsurface soil. Just create a bed of pea stone between the basin and whatever your soil happens to be, whether it's permeable or non-permeable, and drill. Again, in sand, you really need some really small holes, you know, and in the clay, you know, I'm telling you guys, keep yourselves out of trouble. Don't go any bigger than 1/4 inch. So easy to want to do 1/2 inch and, you know, paddle bits and all kinds of crazy stuff in the clay, but it will come back to bite you. These are the very best drill bits, guys. You can get them on Amazon. All right, everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until that next video.